In this video we're looking at a brand new template called Escape, and you can see here the hero image at the top here is obviously of some people on holiday which are grabbing, getting a picture of the background. So the images throughout the template are using travel industry, sort of Airbnb type niche, bed and breakfast type niche. So it's perfect for that person or that business that has a travel or in the travel industry. So the colours throughout it are quite vibrant and the images are very colourful as well. You can see that main image at the top here, the San Francisco Bridge, and then we've got that nice bold heading straight across the top with a lovely bit of sort of italic font in the subheading. That's a Palatino font that we've used. I'll show in a second where you can edit the fonts inside the main template. So straight away we've got this call to action button, that vibrant green color that stands out on that background image, and when we click on it we're going to open up the overlay optimizer, which brings through again that green color into it. And in there we've got the opt-in form, and we've got our progress bar at the top here and some small heading, same style of fonts, and then we've got that green color, so it stands out very, very vibrant and loud. Now this background image is fixed again, so it's a fixed image in place. So as we scroll you can see it stays in place there. And as we start going down, firstly we come into this image here, and this has got a video and a play button on it. If we click on it, it opens up the light box, and inside there is a video as well which someone could edit and change, put in your own video of your related to your business. So whether it is for a tour of your your hotel, or a tour of your room or your Airbnb place, something like that. And then over to the right we've got some text. Now the text throughout this whole template we keep with this italic Palatino font, and then we've got this bold font used as well. I'll show you, like I said, in the font settings where you can adjust these. And we've also got this little green bar which we've carried throughout the template, and this is done as well with a featured box. I'll show you that in a bit. So as we scroll down, lots of white space here. Again, lots more images that sort of represent things in the travel industry, things where you can go for tours, or maybe coffee shops, travel, things like that. This is a nice 3-column layout here, and we've put in just simple images, headline, and then the text blocks underneath them. Stands out, but very consistent, this template, with that same small font used and the italic fonts. Going further down, we've highlighted this area. We could have like your services, your featured services, and as you look at this we've got an image over on the right, and then we've got the text on the left. As you drop down again, your eye is taken to this image on the left here, and then we've got the text over on the right. And going further down, again it drops into that another image there, and then the text over on the left this time. So a nice section there to highlight any features about your business or your service. And as we go further down, we've then got a row here included with a row background image, a very dark image put in place, and then we've got the white font over the top, again using that same Palatino font style, the italic font. And the call to action button stands out on the black background image. If we click on it, opens up that same overlay optimizer again, which is cloned down from the top, so you can use that again. And then underneath that we've included some icons or some logos. These could be representing companies that have maybe stayed in your hotel or stayed in your location or your retreat or wherever it is you're using this page for. And this is a 5-column row layout here, and each image is just put in to each individual column. Then going further down we've included a benefits section, and you can see we've carried across that same highlighted or that green line and that small headline area with this italic font, and then the main capitalized heading. So we've got the benefits section here. These are done with featured box, so they're slightly offset from the headline above. You can see they don't line up, just sort of take the eye a bit differently to highlight these sections if you were to use them for your benefits. Then going further down we've kept that same little headline section, and we've added in some images for reviews, so you could use them if people have got reviews from your business. We've used little star images on these, so you could use the stars. You could obviously clone them and repeat them if you want to add more reviews onto your page. And then below that we've included the testimonials. So remember, social proof, whether they are reviews or testimonials like this, carry weight in your sales pages or your landing pages. They can increase conversions and even increase sales. If you've got credible reviews, 5-star and 4-star reviews, it's worth adding them onto your site and get them so people can see them. And lots of white spacing around this whole section as well, so it's very easy on the eye to look at. Going further down, we've got another row at the bottom here, and that's with a last call to action. You can see we've included that same style of font again, so it's got that consistency throughout the entire design, And the call to action, the green vibrant color, stands out this time on the white background. There's no background image used in this row. And if we click on it, we've got the overlay optimizer again, which is cloned down from the top. So a lovely template, very clean, very vibrant. And you can mix this up. I'll show you how you can change this green color in this featured block in a second. So let's jump into the live editor here. So firstly, the image and the background is set in the color scheme settings, and we've got overall page color options, and there's the image there you've got in place, and it's fixed using CSS in the page settings. One thing I want to show you is the typography. So we've used this font throughout the entire site, which is the Palatino here, which is that italic font. So you can see it's set to bold and italic, and the other fonts using Open Sans and Lato. Now, inside the actual font settings, what we've done is we've set this the styling to be applied to the H5 style. So if I jump into this here and I edit this font, if I scroll down and go to advanced options, and from here you can see we have the H5 set. Where are we? Sorry, that's actually a text block, so I'll ignore that. That's a text block using that theme. Let me just drop down and find here, this one here. This is a headline. If we scroll down, you can see here the headline tag is using H5. Now it doesn't matter if you were to increase the size of this font, it wouldn't affect the font style that's being used. As long as this headline is set at H5 here, it's always going to pull in that Palatino font style, and you can increase the size by adjusting the size option there. So that's how it's done in the rows towards the bottom, where it's a larger styled font and it's still the same H5 tagging to it. So let's have a look. We've got the overlay optimizer, you can edit that. Let's go down. These are the featured blocks here. This is that little green bar that you're seeing. Now if I click on the icon there and open up the editor and go down to advanced options, just scroll down, you've got the width here is 100. Okay, there's the 100 width, and there's the color. So you could freely change that row, or that little tiny line, if you want to do, by using this color option here. And obviously you could change that in all the other places. And it's got a small padding set to it at the top, and the height will be staying the same height as it actually is, like a default height. But this is what you could change, is the row width. If you want that line to be bigger, you could increase this to, you know, 300, 400, 500 would be quite big. But this is the little tiny line. I'll show you again when we come out of the live editor. But that's where it's changed. That's the height, or the width, sorry, and that's the color there. And that's been used throughout this design. And you can see all we have to do is clone this, and we could drag this down and use it somewhere else. Okay, so it's not hard. Once you create these styles once, you can easily put them in place in other areas of your page. Going further down, there's the images we've got there. Let's just jump down and look at towards the bottom here. There's our 5 column rows for the logos that we pulled in for the companies. And below here, these are featured blocks, so we can edit the featured block like this, which is the styling. So you could choose the styling for the featured block if you want to increase the width and the background color. Then inside the featured block, if you want to add more content, you can just edit here and add in more elements inside that featured block. And as we go down towards the bottom, you can see the stars. These are actually all images that have been put in. And then as we hit towards the bottom, here's that same font again. It's that Palatino font. And it's got a larger size set there, but the headline tag is still set at H5, which means it pulls in that same font styling. So there it is. This is a beautiful, clean template, very bright and just nice and white as well. Lots of white space throughout the entire design. Nice and easy on the eye to look at, and use that same consistency in the actual green buttons and the green lines. And there's that little tiny green line that I was showing you just now inside the featured block, is how it's coded in. So you can freely change it up. Obviously it's all there to use, edit the designs, edit the images, edit the text, do whatever you want with the template. You know, use it in your business. As always, would love to see it in action on your sites.